Hi, I'm Pauline Field, and this is today's video on how to retire happily. And today, I wanted to talk to you about uh, healthy eating. And it's an important topic because, there's so much information about that out there. Um, the weight loss business is billions and billions of dollars, maybe even trillions. I don't remember. But as seniors, uh, people over 50 and 60, there are some things that really can improve the quality of our life. And one of those things is something that you've probably heard, that diets don't work. So if you're somebody like I used to be, who tried every diet that came around, the thing about diets is, when we're younger, yeah, we lose the weight, but then guess what? We haven't really changed anything. So as soon as we get off the diet, the weight starts to come back. And then as we age, the weight doesn't come off the way it used to. So not only do diets never work, they really don't work now. So, of course, there is if you just eat less. But the thing is that as we age, usually, and this again is not everybody, but usually we slow down. We just don't do as much. So, given that we do less, we need to eat less. And that's something to get used to, too. That maybe we don't need all the snacks. Maybe our portions do need to be a little smaller. So, and something else is that on the one hand, as we get older, we might not be that concerned about, if we're a little bit heavier than when we were 30 or 40 years old. And that's fine, except that the more weight we carry, the harder it is on our knees. For every 10 pounds of weight that we have extra, that's an extra 40 pounds of pressure on our knees. And knees are something that often need to be replaced when we're older. Staying hydrated is another thing. I know when I was at work, I kept a bottle on my desk, and it reminded me, oh, take a sip, take a sip, take a sip. Plus, I, didn't like to just sit. So I would get up and go get another cup of tea. I didn't drink much coffee, mostly tea. But I drank a lot. Well, then when I was working from home, it wasn't quite the same because I just didn't put the bottle on my desk. So how do you do that? And so it's something to be aware of. How do you get sufficient hydration during the day? One of the things I do that I learned quite a long time ago from somebody who was a healthcare expert was to drink a glass of water in the morning. As soon as you wake up or as soon as you get up, drink a glass of water. And if you think about it, it's been, 7, 8, 9 hours since you put anything in your body. So you haven't had any liquids for that length of time. And then also there are some foods that help you hydrate. like cucumbers, tomatoes, watermelons, because they're mostly water. So are you eating some of them? And do you drink tea and coffee during the day? Do you drink a glass of water? More and more people are carrying around their water jugs, which is a good thing, but it's very important to hydrate. And I mentioned portion size. That's definitely something we can work on. Do we need that huge plate of pasta? Maybe it can be about half what we used to. And also, as we age, we lose muscle mass. So we need protein to replace that muscle. The research has shown that women need a minimum of 25 grams of protein 3 meals a day. Also, another tip is to have a variety of foods. So rather than say, never going to have this again, I'm never going to have that, or I'm going to be low carb, or I'm going to be whatever. But if you have a variety, plenty of fruits and vegetables, and some kind of protein, whether that's fish or chicken or beef or lamb or beans and legumes, however you want to get your protein. And then the starches and grains, rice and potatoes and peas and corn, as well as potato chips or corn chips. And what we want to do also is to limit the processed foods, particularly the ones that have lots of sugar, salt, and unhealthy fats. And of course, that means cutting out a lot of the cakes and cookies and things like that. But it doesn't mean we have to do away with them unless there's some medical reason for you to give something up. So I hope this has been a little bit helpful and that you can really look at what does your body need? Because as well as the general directions that we get from our doctors, from the media, so on, but each of our bodies is different and has different needs. So listen to your body. And I wish you a very healthy day today. And I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow.